We made it.
Walking out for love. I'm walking out really down in a cool breeze. I'm gonna be late again. Driver, wait for me, please. I'm running all in vain, trying to catch this train. This girl won't wait for the out of time man.
Papua New Guinea, it's one of the most wild countries in the world. It's called the last frontier. World War II is kind of in your face a little bit. And even in Wewak, where we work right now, the Japanese surrendered there. There's still tanks around, trucks. I've seen anti-aircraft guns, B-25 bombers in the grass. The things trying to kill you in New Guinea are just kind of overwhelming when you think of it. You've got crocodiles, a maruk or cassowary birds that have talons that'll pull your intestines out. You've got the death adder, which you have about 8 hours to live if you get bit by that. You've got pigs that'll bite you. 90% of the people have malaria, so the mosquito is something you've got to be afraid of. Meningitis and tuberculosis, the measles, all of the other diseases that we deal with are there. And then there's tribal warfare. All of those things trying to kill you, and you're 3 days away from the nearest hospital. The airplanes are used for medevacs, medicine deliveries, vaccine outreaches, immunization outreaches, and also disaster relief. So when there's a sickness outbreak somewhere, we're able to get out there quickly. We have different levels of emergencies. If it's the highest level, we'll get out there within 30 minutes. The Sepik River is a huge river. I mean, if you were in America, you'd say it's the size of the Mississippi. 700 miles long, 250,000 people live in there. The average village size is 200 people, up to 3,000 to 4,000. And you also have 70 different dialects that are out along the river, and so there's trade languages. Tokpisin is the trade language that we all speak. Okay. No, sorry, man.
Pain blame the long time, but problem blame is the name blame now.
Okay, Leona, behind the simpler line, come look at you. We're currently in Wewak. If you go straight southeast, 234 miles, you'll find Kapuna, which is in the middle of the Gulf Province. The Gulf Province is interesting because it has vertical rivers that run down north to south. And so building a bridge or a road is just impossible. So you have this province that's 150 miles wide, that has 200,000 people. And these people out on the far end just have no hope.
The adventure begins.
We're going there because we have an answer. We have a solution to the problem that they have, which is lack of access to hospitals. It's lack of medicine in these remote communities. And it's lack of a knowledge of Jesus Christ. And so that's why we're going to the Gulf. We've only flown the planes up to the hills and then back. We've never kind of gone over the hill and beyond. And really the Gulf for us is kind of that unknown. We went up to 9,500 and then we're crossing the hills, trying to get above the clouds. What an amazing thrill for me to be part of that. We saw this lake that we don't know if anyone's ever even been there. You can't even get out of there. It's just like this bowl in this valley, and then you see this village in the middle of it. It's like, wow, we've got to get there someday, and we will. As I came down, landing on the river for the first time, seeing the hospital down there, the Kapuna hospital, figuring out, where do I land? I land downriver, upriver, what's the wind doing?
Pero
a welcoming party here.
These guys are in a canoe shooting stuff at us, and I'm like wondering if the arrows they're shooting are going to go through the propeller and all. I mean, it was chaos for a few minutes there.
This is how they welcome guests, important people, big events. This is what happens here. So it's really an honor to have a welcoming committee like this.
Darling of unexpected, we come to share with you our Madena mosquitoes.
To be greeted by a group singing and have all the doctors actually sing for us and all the nurses and everything. It was a very humbling moment. And you realize in that moment what a big deal it is for Samaritan to come. Kapuna Hospital, really there was this one family that came in the 60s. They've been there ever since. The mom is actually still there living. She's 97 years old. There's staff from the US, there's staff from Europe, as well as a lot of Papua New Guinean staff there, and they're serving this whole community. They've got maternity wards, they have places for women to come and live before the baby's born. They have places where people are going through tuberculosis, which sometimes is a year's worth of medicine. They have a discipleship training school as well as a community health center, and so they're really the heartbeat of that area as far as medical goes. The challenge they have is they have no way to reach the remote communities, and the remote communities have no way to get to them.
This morning we've been doing a tour of the Kapuna facility. They've been showing us different areas, kind of different things that they have here.
Genesis, creation story, and Revelation kind of capture the whole thing. So that's the gospel. Why we have death, why we have hospitals, our life in the middle of history, looking forward to redemption and no more death, dying, and disease.
It's pretty challenging. You know, this is a swamp right here, and we're looking at this area having to build out on stilts really high over the swamp. That's really the biggest challenge for us, honestly, is like where can we put our families in a safe place where the kids can thrive and they can be part of the community as well, because otherwise you'll get families that come for 2 years and then they go home. And so we really want families to be here long term. We want families to be with us 10, 12, 15 years. And so these are big decisions we're making, and so these meetings are really important, critical for future planning.
We're going to go out and survey some areas today, some very remote areas, make sure the airplane can land there, and get a quick assessment of the medical needs. Feels like we're explorers on the edge of the world right now.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty sweet.
yeah.
I don't know where we're at. We're gonna stop and see who's here, see what's going on, and see what kind of needs that they have in this area. Labanuno gara. Name la mi mak. This la morning mi lusim Kapuna, how sick long golf na kamatap. Mi walking one survey. So mi look lo place. Now mi stop ask him all you got some medical needs or you got aid post or how you get your medicine or time you got sick or Belmama got some heavy come up. How about you go to house sick or so me come ask him some question. Look lo place for you so.
We used to walk from the village all the way here. That's how much 8 hours walking from the village all the way here, and then get the canoe from here and then pedal down to Amity to get treatment. But sometimes we don't really get treatment there because there are also sort of drugs. they don't have enough drugs to save the people. We are excited about the plane, how it came to see us. We need more to come to help us to change our living situation. Thank you, mister.
How are you, sir? See you. Yeah, good to see you again. Thank you.
Earlier this year, I came over to Papua New Guinea and met with the government from Kerama and the Gulf Province. And this meeting that we had there was kind of a culmination of a lot of meetings between the governor and myself, members of parliament.
So we were out in Kapuna the last 3 days, and we took the seaplane all the way to the border and beyond. And we stopped in the villages and asked them what are their needs. You know, what are their big needs? And it's what we've been saying. There's no way to get help. They canoe ride for a day, 2 days, get to an aid post and it's closed. No medicine. And so they've basically given up hope, a lot of the people out there.
Life saving is very important. We lose so many people who can be easily cured from with good medication and good help. In Gulf, we are lacking that, and we need to be truthful about it. And in being truthful about it, we can build or make it even better.
With big challenges, there's big opportunity. We feel like this is a place we can make a big difference. Our team is excited to continue down the road of working together. I can't wait to land and pick up the first mother and baby and see them alive, because you guys were here today to make this beginning and make this start. So thank you.
Okay. We were able to sign a MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, between the government and Samaritan Aviation, and really start down this path of a partnership with the government there. And not only a partnership in what we're doing, but a partnership financially. And I'm excited to see how they come through with their promises to help us get in and help the expansion process. What a great trip the Gulf was. For me, it's about the people. It's not about just serving them. It's really about sharing Jesus to those people. It doesn't get any better than that, so that's what keeps me going.